I want to ask you something before we even get started. And I want you to answer it honestly, not the answer you think sounds good, the real one. And the question is, when was the last time you did something for the first time? When was the last time you wake up and thought, today is going to be genuinely different? Not different because something bad happened, not because the circumstances forced you to change, but different because you decided it would be. For most of the people, if they really sit with that question, the answer is uncomfortable. Because most people are not living their life, they're just replaying it day after day, week after week, months after months. Same thoughts, same reactions, same people, same conversations, same fears, same excuses, same dreams they keep putting off until some imaginary future version of their life begins. And here is the thing, it does not happen because people are lazy. It does not happen because people don't care about it. It happens because living like yesterday feels safe to us. It feels familiar to us and it feels like us. But today, I want to genuinely challenge that because the life you are living right now and the thoughts you are thinking, the habits you are running, a lot of them were designed by a version of you that no longer exists. And it is time to stop living like yesterday. So let's get into it. Imagine a man called Arjun. Smart boy, genuinely good person, had a job, had a family, and had a decent life by some measures. But every single day, Arjun wakes up with this low level dread. Not depression, not crisis, just this quite heavy feeling that he's feeling. Like the day ahead is just a copy of the day one before. He checks his phone, same notifications, same dresses, same routines, same breakfasts, and all of that. And somewhere in the middle of it all, sometimes while brushing his teeth, sometimes while staring out of the car window, Arjun gets this flash, this flicker of something bigger, a version of his life that feels more alive, more intentional, and mostly more his. Then the moment passes, and tomorrow begins, and the loop continues. I'm not describing Arjun to criticize him. I'm describing him because most of us are like Arjun. In one area of our life or another, we are all running a loop. Psychologists call it behavioral rigidity, and I simply call it the yesterday loop. The yesterday loop is when the life you lived before becomes the automatic template for the life you're living today. Not because you choose it, not because it is the best option, but simply because it's what you know. Our brain is not designed to make us happy. It is designed to keep us alive. And that was incredible for our ancestors. It is not so incredible when it means you were 35 years old and still operating from the self belief system of your 17 years old self. So, if living like yesterday is limiting us, why is it so hard to stop? Here are the three real reasons. Not the surface level, you just need more discipline answers. The actual reasons. Reason 1, your identity is tied to your past. When someone asks you who you are, you probably describe your job, your role, things you have done. You probably don't describe who you are becoming, you describe who you have been. Identity is almost entirely built backwards. We look at our past, extract a story, this is who I am, and then live forward from that story, making sure our choices conform it. We are not living our lives, we are maintaining our story. Reason 2, change requires grief. To become a new version of ourselves, you have to let go of the old one. And letting go, even of a limited or painful version of yourself, feels like a loss. Grief is real, even when what you're grieving was holding you back. Reason 3, people around you have expectations. When you start changing, the people closest to you get uncomfortable. They build a relationship with the current version of you. When you start acting differently, they push back. The pressure to stay who you have always been so everyone else stays comfortable is one of the most powerful forces in human life. So, understand these three things does not immediately remove them, but it helps stop you from blaming yourself from something that is deeply universally human. I want to shift the energy for a moment because I think we need to talk honestly about what living like yesterday actually costs. Every single day you live as a rerun of yesterday is a day you will never get back. If you are 25 years old, you have roughly 20,000 days left. If you're 40 years old, you have about like 14,600 days. And these are not unlimited resources. Every morning when your alarm goes off, one of those days have been unlocked. And then, whether you used it fully or not, it is gone forever. We often treat time like it's renewable, like there will be always a better moment later, a version of tomorrow where we are finally ready. But tomorrow is built from the decisions you make today. And today is built from who you decided to be yesterday. It is a chain. And if you don't interrupt the chain, it will just continue century your life. There is a palliative care nurse named Bronnie Ware. She spent years sitting with the people in the final weeks of their life, and she recorded the most common regret they shared. The number one regret across thousands of people was, I wish I had lived the life that is true to myself, not the life others expected me of. So I don't want that to be your regret. And I think because you're still watching this, you don't want it to be either. How to actually change it? Now we get practical. Real transformation is quiet. It happens in small daily decisions that looks unimpressive from the outside and are absolutely revolutionary from the inside. Practice 1. Start your morning in the future. Before you reach for your phone tomorrow morning, ask yourself one question. Who do I want to be today? Not what you have to do, not what problems to solve. Who do you want to be? Patient, brave, creative, focused? Just name it. Say it quietly and write it down. Practice 2. Break the script once every day. Every single day, find one moment where you choose differently than you normally would. Say yes to the conversation you would normally avoid. Speak up where you normally stay quiet. Try the things you have been calling not your style. It does not need to be big. Practice 3. Change what goes into your mind. You cannot think new thoughts if you only consume old ideas. Do a simple audit. What are you consuming every day? What voices are you letting into your head? Add things in that align with who you are becoming. One book, one podcast, one person whose life genuinely expands you. Environment shapes behavior more than the willpower ever will. Practice 4. Rewrite the story you tell yourself. We all have an internal monologue, and for most of the people, that monologue is written in the past tense. I have always been bad at this, things never work out for me like that, but these feels like a fact. They are not. They are just interpretations. Stories built around past tense, like the past time experiences filtered through the emotions of a younger, less equipped version of you. What happened to you is fixed. The meaning you give it is not. Practice 5. Tell someone. Tell one person. Might be a friend, a partner, or a journal if no one is there for you, or an imaginary friend. What you are trying to change and who you are trying to become. Put it outside your own mind. Because once it is outside, it becomes real. We change faster when we are witnessed. I want to slow down now and I want to speak directly to you. This specific person watching this right now, I know there is a part of you that heard everything I said today and thought, yes, but my situation is different. My past is heavier. My responsibilities are more real. I have tried before and it does not stick, and I am not going to dismiss that. Your reality is real. Your history is real. The weight you carry is also real. But I want to offer you something. You have been waiting, maybe for a long time, for something external to change first, for the circumstances to improve, for someone to give you a sign like that. You have been waiting, maybe for a long time. So let me do that for you right now. You are allowed. You are allowed to stop being the person your past decided you were. You are allowed to try something and fail and try again. You are allowed to let go of the version of yourself that the other people are comfortable with, so that you can finally become the version of yourself that you recognize. You do not need to earn this. You do not need to explain it. You do not need anyone's permission. Change does not wait for the right moment. Change creates the moment. So do whatever you want and be whatever you want to be. Don't live your life like yesterday, not because yesterday was bad, but because you deserve a today that is truly, completely, unapologetically yours. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If anything in this video landed for you, share it with someone who need to hear it. Drop it in the comments what is the one thing that you're letting go of. And I want to know, I will read off all of them.